Professor?
Student?
Wrong. The Greeks did not climb out of the Trojan horse's butt. Put this on.
A rose shearing head.
Focus on the wrong details.
Maybe I don't have an arch nemesis because I solve all my crimes.
That's a pretty up thing to say to me.
Dr. Einstein?
Ah, Professor McGonagall.
Why is Boyle dressed as me?
Get in.
But this card is...
Get in! Professor?
Student?
Kevin, it's me, Raymond Holt. We need to get you to safety. Your life is in danger.
I am so sick of this city. I go into a coffee shop, and as soon as everybody sees that I'm a cop, they
Now look around the apartment. 2 chairs, 2 paintings, 2 pillows.
There are 3 lamps.
You think Franzia gives a damn about lamps? You sound so dumb right now. This is why you don't have an arch nemesis, Terry, because you focus on the wrong details.
Maybe I don't have an arch nemesis because I solve all my crimes.
That's a pretty up thing to say to me.
And they're always calling us lazy. But where are they now? I don't see them.
They're not here.
But you know who is? Hitchcock and Skull.
The oath.
The
Idiots! What are you doing here? The building's being fumigated. There were so many emails.
There were? We didn't.
Lightweight.
That's your takeaway?
Listen up, everyone.
Can you believe this, Scully? Looks like we're the only responsible people who show up on time anymore.
And they're
Is in danger.
I am so sick of this city. I go into a coffee shop, and as soon as everybody sees that I'm a cop, they stop talking and they avoid eye contact with me. One lady even walked out. I am just so tired of being treated like the enemy.
Hey, Hitchcock, your penis is hanging out.
Oh, that's a relief. Can you believe this, Scully? Looks like we're the only
details.
Maybe I don't have an arch nemesis because I solve all my crimes.
That's a pretty up thing to say to me.
Sorry, that was a bad angle. But anyways, it's just a verbal verification. I'm going to turn on the system audio only and turn off the mic. Alright, it's 9:51 Central Time, Missouri. Anyways, it's raining right now, and I'm not wanting to do anything. I'm just wanting to chill, because, you know, when it rains, you're supposed to let the land rejuvenate. You take the day off, have a nice little cocoa or something, or you break out the drapes on your porch, do a little movie on the wall, you know, just watch crap. Let the neighbors know. But you must always put it on an RF transmitter, so that way every passerby on a popular station, that way it jams it out when they drive by. They're like, what the? I don't want to know about that movie. Why is it on this station? No, the assholes. Anyways, that is a requirement. Always. And obviously midnight barbecues, but during the rain, but Today we're going to talk about light. I have expressed it like candles, or different people do aura, but I don't know when it starts, but there's a point when you're like, okay, this means this. I know that this person or character or thing is that. Mommy, daddy, brother, sister, aunt, uncle. The next thing is like, you learn that from Uncle whatever. You learn that because that's the question. Where did you learn that? That's the question you're always asked. No. Where did you learn that? So, from that point, it's pretty standard. So, I think I've had some general questions about my personal life and what I view on the internet, but we each do our own thing. That's not the issue. The issue is all right. Right after I did that voice recording, I hadn't sent it to you, and I'm not sure when you received it, but the power went out. Just lightning, whatever. Good timing. That's all it is. There's no coincidence. It's just fate? I don't know. I don't believe so. I believe we have a choice in fate. I believe we acknowledge what we want and we go for it. That goes to ASCII, which we don't talk about. Seeing eye to eye. And I have a hard time. And here's the deal. Like, I did manipulative shit to most recently at the shelter. And I was honest to one person. Well, I was honest to everyone to the degree that I felt comfortable. But there was one in particular named Tammy. And we go back to one is not the other. But like, as from a male perspective, we think that we are kings of our reality. Let's just go ahead and say that. I found that through honesty, though, things work out a lot easier. Now, if someone isn't able to accept that honesty, and it's not really forgive, it's because we all tell stories. It helps the time go past. It lets others in to what's going on in their head. So, My problem is, like, at this point, it's like I've let so many people into my head. They're all like, oh, wow. No, he literally said everything but one thing. But I understand. I get it, but wow. Now, so let me try this then. What if you're young? You're young, you learned how to walk. First step, you created your first miracle. Bam. Left step, right step, left step, whatever you chose. Then you're like, okay, my brain is still super malleable. You know, I can grow as much as I want. But the problem is to get to this point and try to explain, hey, there's more going on. I know that I'm able to do that, but I don't have the resources to communicate to the individuals that I want to communicate them to. So I have to pick and choose what I will master. It's not really master. It's honing the skill to shine your light. So somehow we as a group, and this sounds stupid, sounds so stupid, in that inability to communicate or see each other one-on-one, knew that that radiant frequency from our light was communicating to each other. We're like, all right, so each one of us is going to hone our skill in this single thing. And then when we see something close to our light, we will hone in on that frequency. We will do whatever. Well, I, throughout life, am me, just like you're you. Like, we didn't have these conversations, right? There's no way they can prove that. There's no way they can prove the string of luck I have. I mean, they can go back on the conversation. But at this point, with chat AI and Google and all that stuff, which has been around longer than anyone wants to talk about, you can't prove that the voice and the documentation, you can't prove anything anymore. So what do you do now, you know? No, you don't know. So that's the thing. You're like, I just keep down this rabbit hole, you know, make money, make sure my kids are happy, make sure they're loved. That's really all there is. Now, there's some people in the middle that I'm not sure if we're left out of the conversation or we're told not to ask them personally. So then they moved on and then decided not to ask anyone that question at that point. So that's not what was being said. It's just, you don't want to know my truth. I understand that, and I know that'll make for bad karma. But at no point did I say you can't ask others. So I get asked, well, when I actually talk to someone, they're like, how do you know all this information about these individuals? I'm like, well, you did the exact same thing I did, right? You signed a contract. You got, well, I'll just use an example. You got a library card, right? And they're like, yeah, but I went there for the books and the movies. I'm like, yeah, but you have untapped resources behind that desk there. Like, find out what they know. They're the community hub members. They know shit. You know, they know who owns stuff. They know what people are looking up. Just ask a few simple questions. Yeah, but I didn't see you going to the library at all. No. Did you see me going to the insurance office? Yes. Well, then how do you know? Blah, 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 blah. That has nothing to do with what we're talking about. I'm like, but it does really, because you know who's running the sham. So, I don't know. People like being acknowledged. There is a difference between people who actually do things and get things done and people who talk about others doing things. I don't know what I am in that sector, because in certain aspects I know that my specialty that I chose was one thing. I just wanted to find my one true answer to life. And that answer would provide everything I needed. That's it. Like, it didn't matter how illogical that my brain says it is. It doesn't matter. I follow that. So then I communicated to a few different individuals that they could be that in place of my one. Even though to them, they don't know whether I found them or not. But for the time being, they would be my number one. Now, where I feel like a dickhole is they're a lot like me in the EQ of, it's not totally body language. It's like this universal karmatic frequency communication that no one talks about. I just labeled it as pattern recognition. Problem is when I get so into it, so detailed into it, that I forget the larger picture. I know where I'm at. I know what I'm able to focus on. I know that it takes me a little while to, and it's literally, it's reanalyze, relive, find out what I missed from a different perspective. I don't want to do that with you anymore. I don't want to miss things. But I am in BJC now, who wants me to meet all these new individuals. From my perspective, I didn't want to do any of them. But I understand in life, if you want to make things better for yourself based off of the choices you made in the past, you have to find the right people. So, and what this community is telling me is they cannot assist in my progression if I don't meet these new individuals. Basically, get the appropriate paperwork so that way funds can be released, i.e., whatever. Get my car paid for, get housing, go back to school, become an electrical engineer, get the paper degree, do the right thing. The problem across the board is no one knows what IPS is. What the fuck? I can't say no one knows. People that know their job know these different departments. And they... Maybe they do, and then maybe they're slow rolling me, which I don't appreciate that. Do your fucking job. Don't have me know your job and then call you out on it. It's not who I am. All right, so we're at 10 minutes. All right. I didn't want to talk about any of this. I'm just saying. I'm very frustrated. And I am me. I don't know how else to say that. I don't like being used, but certain individuals, I allow that because I know in my heart that they see further than I do. Because I lock eyes with one person. I'm still lost. Now, my problem is like I've explained, I see certain lights in other people. I then need to hone it back in. All right, like, let's give an example. Melvin, for the most part, he's a fucking genius. This dog is hilarious as shit. This cat, he's not a cat. Sorry, Melvin, I know you're a dog. He has timing issues like I do. Like, you play him a song, he knows the song. The fact is that he knows a large amount of the words in the fucking song, and it's hilarious when we go for walks. Like, it is fun. And then the other dogs are finally, like, there's a few of them. There's one, if you take a left at the church down off Franklin, and then you follow there about 2 blocks, I think it is. There's these 2 dogs. They just flip shit. And then they're like, oh, wait, that dog is not okay. I'm watching. They like literally watch. And then we'll turn away, or Malvin will wait for a certain word and then piss on something. Now, whether these dogs know what that word is, Malvin sure as shit does. fucking hilarious. And then he'll kick his feet to the beat. And then the dogs just realize that dominance play with the physical language now, whether they understand the cognitive behavior of the actual word meaning. Oh shit, their owners do. Now, whether their owners are paying attention, they're like, what the fuck's going on here? Fucking hilarious. The neighbor's dog, they had like 6. There's one in particular, there's a white one. I think it's a beagle mixed breed or maybe something. I'm horrible with figuring out what type of dog. That dog is like, I'm right here. You acknowledge me. Finally calmed the fuck down, but yeah. Anyways, very matriarch society over in that house. Yeah, much like this one, I guess. I don't know. Which doesn't make sense. Why? Okay. Let's say hypothetically that a certain place did not allow me to be me. And I guess that was my own choice. I didn't step up. But, because they were too dominant themselves. I would have said something to the effect of like, you know, if you've got my hands tied, even if you untie my hands, I'm going to act like they're tied for a little longer than too long because I don't want to move away. Girl, I'm a fucking idiot. I need direct instructions on life. So, and if not, I'm going to ask a bunch of stupid questions. And I'm afraid that I don't know if my hands can move. I don't want to check either because I don't know. You're a good girl. All right, we're at 1426. Wow. So, like I've said to different individuals, once you figured something out in this self-correcting whatever, it's weird. And maybe I'm just the last to realize it. That's the key thing is like, wait. I don't think so, but and it doesn't have to be that way. I don't know. Not getting any darker or deeper. It's just I want to say thank you. I guess mindfulness, things do roll through my head all the time. And one is not the other. And I have not been technically on a couch doing what I'm supposed to be doing from my point of view. And I don't know how to fix that. Do what I'm supposed to do. What the fuck are you saying, dickhead? You know damn well what I'm saying. I'm saying there's certain things. And I guess I'm running a different way now. But that doesn't justify, like, I don't know. My time's my time. Your time's your time. I figure you'll let me know when our time is our time. I think I've been very clear with that. because the way you write, which is protecting yourself. I'm not going to impede on that. I also can't continue railroading my life either, so... I miss you. All right, I'm gonna just say goodbye. You have a good day. Again, I don't even know if you're you. You could be someone with all her information or their information. It could be a he. You don't know. Fuck. I got bit up in my car right before I went to the ER the other day, which was all. It was all right. I got some sleep, slept off some alcohol. Can't really complain. I spent the whole fourth day there. Got in right as they had a meal ready for me. Ironic. Good timing. Or were they expecting me? I don't know. I'm not going to prove anything. I don't give a shit. You all right, Melvin? Getting something to drink? You thirsty? Yeah, you ain't the only one that's thirsty around here. Seems they have timing issues around here right now about that. That's fucked. Alright, I'll talk to you later. Sorry for the long, undirected, just kind of sporadic thought process. Anyways, apparently I continue having vision problems, which no one's doing anything about it. So I don't know, and they want me to see an optometrician or whatever that is for the eyes in Farmington, along with a nurse practitioner and a some sort of therapist. I don't know. It's not a therapist, it's something else. But I don't see what the point is. If I'm not going to take medication, why the fuck am I going? I don't know. I'm a stubborn asshole. Let's just agree with that. And you know too much about me. I love you. Talk to you later. Bye.